Welcome back to Tiny Tale Forever Podcast Episode 2, where we dive deep into the world of storytelling and creative writing. I'm your host, Muhammad Ahmar Aslam, and today we're going to explore the magic behind crafting compelling narratives. Whether you're a seasoned writer or just starting out, this episode is packed with insights that will inspire you to unleash your creativity. So grab your notebooks, and let's get started. Before we jump into our main content, I want to ask you a quick question. What's the last story that truly moved you? Think about it for a moment. Was it a book, a movie, or maybe even a personal experience? Hold on to that thought because we'll circle back to it later. Now, let's dive into some thought-provoking questions about storytelling techniques and creative writing. I've compiled a list of questions that many writers ponder, and I'll provide some answers to help guide you on your journey. Thought-provoking questions and answers. What makes a story compelling? A compelling story often has relatable characters, a clear conflict, and an emotional arc that resonates with the audience. How important is character development? Extremely important. Well-developed characters drive the story forward and allow readers to connect emotionally. What role does setting play in storytelling? Setting creates the backdrop for your story and can influence the mood, tone, and even the character's actions. How do you create tension in a narrative? Tension can be created through conflict, pacing, and raising stakes. Keep your audience guessing and invested in the outcome. What is the significance of a story's structure? Structure provides a framework for your narrative, helping to organize your ideas and maintain a flow that keeps readers engaged. How can dialogue enhance a story? Dialogue reveals character traits, advances the plot, and adds realism. It's a powerful tool for showing rather than telling. What's the difference between showing and telling? Showing involves using descriptive language to create vivid imagery, while telling simply states facts. Aim to show to engage your readers more deeply. How do you find your unique voice as a writer? Your voice develops through practice and experimentation. Write regularly, read widely, and don't be afraid to express your individuality. What are some common pitfalls in storytelling? Common pitfalls include cliches, lack of character motivation, and overly complex plots. Strive for originality and clarity. How can writers overcome writer's block? Try free writing, change your environment, or take a break. Sometimes stepping away can spark new ideas. What's the importance of a strong opening? A strong opening hooks the reader's attention and sets the tone for the rest of the story. Make it count. How do you know when your story is finished? It's often a gut feeling. If you've resolved the main conflicts and feel satisfied with the narrative, it might be time to wrap it up. What role does feedback play in the writing process? Feedback is invaluable. It provides new perspectives and can highlight areas for improvement that you might not see on your own. How can you incorporate themes into your story? Themes can be woven through character arcs, dialogue, and plot events. Think about the message you want to convey. What advice would you give to new writers? Write regularly, read widely, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every writer has a unique journey, so embrace yours. Now that we've explored some of these questions, let's put some of these tips into practice with a storytelling segment. I'm going to share a short story that illustrates the importance of character development and conflict. Imagine a small town where everyone knows each other. In this town lived a young girl named Lily, who dreamed of becoming an artist. However, her parents wanted her to take over the family business. One day, Lily discovered an old, dusty art studio hidden in the woods. Inside, she found a canvas that seemed to call to her. As she painted, she felt a sense of freedom and joy she had never experienced before. But when her parents found out, they were furious. They saw her passion as a threat to their plans. This conflict forced Lily to confront her fears and desires. Would she follow her heart or succumb to her family's expectations? Through this story, we see how Lily's character evolves as she grapples with her identity and the pressures around her. The setting of the small town adds to the tension, highlighting the close-knit community's expectations. Ultimately, Lily's journey is about self-discovery and the courage to pursue her dreams, a theme that resonates with many of us. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think Lily should do? Should she stand up to her parents or find a compromise? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me share a quick anecdote from my own writing journey. When I first started writing, I struggled with character development. My characters felt flat and uninteresting. It wasn't until I began to draw inspiration from people in my life that my characters started to come alive. I observed their quirks, their passions, and their struggles, and suddenly, my characters had depth and authenticity. This experience taught me that real-life experiences can be a goldmine for storytelling. Don't hesitate to draw from your own life or the lives of those around you. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this: every story you tell is a reflection of your unique perspective. Don't be afraid to share your voice and your experiences. Remember, the world needs your stories. If you're feeling inspired, I encourage you to pick up that pen or open your laptop and start writing. Whether it's a short story, a poem, or even a blog post, take that first step. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to Tiny Tales Forever channel and podcast, like this episode, and leave a comment sharing your thoughts on storytelling. In the next episode 3 we will learn about the heart of the story, crafting relatable characters. Thank you for joining me today. We'd love to hear your thoughts on what topics we should cover next. Your feedback is invaluable, so don't forget to subscribe, share, and let us know your ideas. Keep creating, keep dreaming, and remember, every great story starts with a single word. Let's make this podcast even better together. Until next time, happy writing.